going to look at this question, and you can see that it's a trig question without the use of a calculator. Okay, so we need to be a little bit smart as to think about what we're going to be using. Okay, so if we look at the triangle, you can see we've got the angle, we've got the opposite, and we're after the hypotenuse. So because of that, I know I'm going to be using the sine function. So it's going to be sine of 30 is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. But the issue is we don't necessarily know what these values are going to be. So I'm going to show you a handy little tip that should hopefully help you to get this right every time. Okay? So I'm just going to hide this, and what we're going to do is we're going to start with, I'm just going to sketch out just quickly an equilateral triangle. Okay? It's only a sketch, it doesn't have to be accurate. So it's 2, 2 and 2 on each of the sides, and as we know, each of the angles in there are going to be 60. So that's what I've got. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this triangle in half, because I know a lot about this triangle now, and so I can do this. So I can chop it in half and get rid of some of the things that we don't need. Okay, there we go. So what have I got left? Well, I've got a half of the base, so that's now going to be 1. And at the top I've got a half of the 60 angle, 60 degree angle, so that's going to be 30. And that should be the first little moment for you, because we're after sine 30. Okay. Now I want to be able to work out the height. I want to be able to work out this extra line, and I can do that using Pythagoras. So I know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. My c squared in this case is 2 squared. My b squared is 1 squared. And my a squared, I don't know. But when I add 30, no, sorry, not the multiply. So when I rearrange this, I get that it's 2 squared minus 1 squared, which gives me that a squared, or rather a, equals the square root of 3. Okay? So I've now got everything I need to be able to work with this. Let's get rid of these, and let's have a look and see now. So that length there is root 3. So if I'm looking for sine 30, sine 30 is going to be opposite over hypotenuse. And so the opposite in this situation is going to be 1, and that's going to be over the hypotenuse, which is 2. So you can see that what we've actually got there is that sine 30 is equal to a half. Okay, let's hold on to that, and let's go back to our original question. Okay, so I now know what sine 30 is, so I can start to rewrite this and put everything all together. So I can say that sine 30 equals, so the opposite was 20, and the hypotenuse is what I don't know. I can rearrange this now. When I rearrange it, I get that the hypotenuse is 20 over sine 30. And when I look at that, I can now say that that's 20 divided by a half. And 20 divided by a half is the same as 20 multiplied by 2. So it is 40. And so the answer to this question, line AC on this triangle, is 40 centimeters long. Okay? Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. If you do find these useful, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button so you'll know when I'm bringing out new content. But for now, thank you all, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.